Hello, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna check out Odin against Corvus and we're gonna go over the rotation once again. I want to explain why you need to use certain skills in certain order and certain way. We're gonna go frame by frame with some of the skills and you'll see why. But before that, let's check what changes I made to Odin. So I didn't put rage on him yet. Someone asked for a video with a regular proc and I shall oblige. As you can see, I just put a regular obelisk with a pretty mediocre 140 proc. The crit damage is nice though. You can definitely do better than this. The ISO 8 set, I just put some 3-star ISOs just to activate it for the proc. And you can see the stats still needs a lot of work. It looks way better now though. Okay, let's move to the rotation talk. Now, what was the rotation I recommended? 5, delayed cancel into 4, very delayed cancel into 3, cancel into 2, cancel into 1. This is with rage, and actually it will be the same with the regular proc too, but it's gonna be a lot harder. Well, not harder, but more inconsistent, I would say. That's because you want to proc on 5, delayed cancel into 4. The thing is, you cannot cancel the 5 immediately. You gotta wait like around 2 seconds, maybe even 3 seconds before canceling, and there are some hits there which sometimes are just gonna activate the proc. When that happens, just let the 5 run, don't cancel into 4, and as a matter of fact, just leave the 4 out in that situation. Now, why not incorporate the second skill better? Why not make it more prominent? Why not do it sooner? I'll tell you why. First, the second skill is cancelable, meaning that when you cancel it, the hits will still go. There is gonna be a residual damage. Second, actually the second skill is kind of problematic because it has all defense down. And this is because the cap on the all defense down on the second skill is only 40%. Now watch this out. When you do the second skill, as you can see, it immediately starts applying the all defense down. Here's the thing. You definitely don't want the second skill to set the all defense down cap, because there's another skill with way higher all defense down, and that's the 5th skill. The 5th skill has 65% all defense down. You want the 5th skill to set the cap. But here's the thing. The all defense down on the 5th skill, it comes super late. It takes around 3, maybe even 4 seconds for it to start applying. And it starts applying when the meteor starts falling, as you can see here. You can guess what will happen if you do something like, say, 5 delayed cancel into 2 or 3 cancel 5 delayed cancel into 2. Well, since the all defense down from the second skill gets applied immediately, it would set the cap, which you don't want to happen. That's why in the rotation I give you, the 5 and 2 are really separated. And now let's talk about the 3rd skill. There's no need to use it right before your proc combo or right before a certain skill. The reason for that is the accumulation, the most important thing on that skill, lasts for 10 seconds. And it is on 8.5 seconds cooldown, which means that the accumulation is going to be up all the time either way. If you do something like 3 cancel, 5 delayed cancel, and whatever, what you're doing here is you're just stacking the invincibility and the iframe from 5 and immunity from 3 on top of each other. And then in like 4 seconds after the immunity from 3 wears off, you'll be just a sitting duck without any protection. That's why I think you should utilize the immunity of the 3rd skill for better survivability. That's exactly why I'm using it right after the iframes of 5th and 4th skill in my rotation. 5 delayed cancel, 4 very delayed cancel, you're in iframe in those, then you do 3 for the immunity and the accumulation, and now you're safe for the next 4 seconds. And by that time, 5th skill is already off cooldown. So the full rotation is 5 delayed cancel, 4 very delayed cancel, 3 cancel, 2 cancel, 1. I want to touch on where exactly to cancel the 4th skill again, because this is the only part of the rotation where you can actually take damage if you're a bit late. So let's go examine the 4th skill. He jumps up, drops down, puts the spear in the ground. This is all in iframe, so you're safe. If you cancel this skill, up to this point, it will not keep going. There will not be residual damage. The hits will not keep going. Then what happens is he starts pulling the spear out of the ground. And right when he pulls it out, you're out of the iframe. And he kind of slashes through the ground, sending a shockwave in a sense. If you cancel that part, the animation of that shockwave, the slashing will still go. There will be a residual damage. So you want to cancel right when the iframe ends. This will increase your damage a bit, but not by a big margin. If you'd rather be safer than dealing slightly more damage, you can just cancel it a bit earlier. That's not a problem. Especially with regular proc, this will not make a huge difference at all. But me, personally, I try to squeeze every tiny bit of damage I can. So, as I said, the rotation is the same with Rage and regular proc. 5 delayed cancel into 4 delayed cancel into 3 cancel 2 cancel 1. But with proc it will be much more inconsistent because you must wait for the clone, the projection of the 5th skill to appear, and that takes a couple of seconds, and in the meantime there are some hits going which will sometimes trigger the proc. If that happens, just let the 5 run and forego the 4th skill, as I said. Also, with the regular proc, you want to get real quick through the 3 cancel, 2 cancel, 1 part. You don't want to, in a sense, connect the 1 to the 5. Otherwise, you might even activate the proc with 1. Keep that in mind. Make sure to proc on 5 delayed cancel 4 and you'll be good. Okay, now let me say 2 words about today's run against Corvus stage 72. It seems like he has a tiny part in his 5th skill where he's not in an iframe actually, just for a brief period of time. A lot of times Corvus cancels his 5th skill out of nowhere. I even died a couple of times because of that. Another thing is I will be using Fury this time instead of Coulson, and that's because Odin gets guard broken like crazy. I don't know why they didn't give him super armor. He's the All-Father, for God's sake. Come on guys. So I'm using Fury for that super armor he gives. Also, as you will see, I'm not using any ignore dodge strikers. That's because he doesn't need them. He gets 100% ignore dodge from his 4th skill. It's only for 5 seconds, but that'll be enough, especially if you're using a regular proc. Remember, we want the proc on 5 delay cancel 4, so that's exactly where we need that ignore dodge. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, probably with Rage Odin. Take care.